All right, guys. Well, good morning. We are here in Murray, Utah, and we are dropping off this Hyundai Tucson. I got myself in a spot. A little tight back here, but we got ourselves a little spot here to roll her on off. A little upset with how much you guys just missed right there, because that was awesome. Super easy. Literally, just exactly what I said. I gave it a good little push, winched it down, and it just went all the way down. Didn't have to snatch block it. So I'm gonna go ahead and unhook that. I got it in park. It's not gonna roll back. And then I'm gonna pull forward. Maybe. Well, guys, it is like, what time is it? 4 o'clock, and it has been a disappointing day. Of course, as soon as I get back to work, there's no loads, and the loads that there were posted, absolute crap rates. Just wanted to update you guys. It is 7 o'clock Monday night, evening, whatever you want to call it. And I just booked my load for tomorrow. I'm really hesitant on booking loads on the evenings because you might come across a better load in the morning, but you also have the opportunity where you'll miss the load you're looking at. You're like, I'm gonna hold out, and then tomorrow there's just gonna be no loads again, so you missed out. So I just jumped on it. It's only 500 miles, so it's not bad. It's $2 a mile, but I can go more into details tomorrow when I'm there to pick it up and all that good stuff, and where it's going and all that. Just wanted to kind of update you that I did get a load finally, and I'm already starting to look for loads for tomorrow after I deliver this, so we shall see. Well, good morning, guys. We are in Colville, Utah. Oh man, I'm tired. I had a rough night. But we have a load we're picking up, and it's going to these guys just gave me thumbs up for the dump truck on my trailer. Picking up a load that's going to Colorado. So just at a little gas station, I go to the bathroom. I had a rough night last night, guys, and I can talk to you a little bit about it later, but right now we're just gonna kind of get out, wake up for the day, read the Bible. So Proverbs 11:27, he that diligently seeketh good procureth favor, but he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him. Plain and simple. No need to go in depth on that one. Psalms 84 verse 10. For a day in the courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. I love that verse. There's a song, a contemporary Christian song written about that, but it's a good verse. Let's go get loaded, guys. Alright, guys, we are all loaded. Excuse me. We're all loaded. We're headed out. Real easy strap and go load. 2 hoses, 1 little pallet with 90-degree elbows on it. 2 little boxes, like a gate panel thing. And then, that's about it. Going from Colville, Utah to Central Point, or Central City. I keep saying Central Point for some reason. Central City, Colorado. I'm gonna say 500 miles. I think it's less than that. But we got it for $2 a mile, a little over $2 a mile. Right at $1,000, and it weighs. I think it weighs less than 1,000 pounds. Great little load. I don't know what it is about all these heavy loads paying horrible, and then these loads that are like super light are paying great. I honestly don't. I think the last time I had more than 5,000 pounds on my trailer was when I hauled those 2 cars to Texas a couple months ago, and that was just because it's 2 cars. It was like right at 9,000 pounds. So I don't know. The lighter the load and it pays really good. That's just the way I'm trying to work. I'm trying to haul the least amount of weight for the most amount of money. But the awesome thing about this is I got this booked through a broker, and of all the brokers to get this booked at $2 a mile was TQL, and I got a book last night, yesterday evening. And the other crazy part on top of that is I gained a direct customer. He came out and he was like, "Hey man, are you strictly like working with the people you got this load booked through, or are you do you want to like work directly?" And I was like, "Hey man, I can cut out the middleman." And he's like, "Okay, cool. I got loads every now and then." And he's like, "I even got a load coming back for you." Dude, this dude is not in his lane. Anyways, he's like, "Yeah, man, I even got a load that needs to come directly back to us." He's like, "It's like there's no rush." He's like, "I don't want to like hold your trailer up," but he's like, "Well, what's your rates and all this stuff?" And I gave him my rates, and he was like, "Yeah, man, if you can get that load picked up for us, and then we'll just like whenever we have loads, we'll give you a call." I was like, "Sweet, dude." I was like, "Yeah, man, I can get this load picked up and right back to you tomorrow." All right, guys, made it to the shop. It's a cool little spot. guys, unloaded, reloaded. This is technically $2,000 in one day. So we got about 180 miles until we got to shut down. And yeah. Good morning, guys. We're in Cheyenne and we are getting ready to head out to go to Colville, Utah. And before we do that, we're going to read a few verses. So John 14, 1 through 6. Let not your heart be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. And whither I go ye know, and the way ye know. Thomas saith unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Jesus said unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. Only way to heaven, ladies and gentlemen, works, baptism. There's only one way to heaven, and that is through Jesus Christ. You're good on Mike. I am so sorry, guys, about my phone dying, getting hot and shutting off, but it is over 100 degrees today here in Salt Lake City, so my phone was just sitting there getting roasted while I was getting loaded. So we got back from Denver this afternoon, got unloaded real quick, got paid. I sat there for a while trying to figure out a load, but I found a load. Thankfully, God got me another load for the day. So in the past 2 days, we're sitting at about $3,100. So not too bad. Plus the $500 on Monday, so we're sitting at $3,600 so far for right at the middle of the week. And I picked this load up, which is crazy because I saw this load earlier this morning, and they had it for like $400 to $500, and then it just sat there all day. And when I was kind of gonna give up and just drive to Ogden for the night, I looked one more time, and this guy would cut me off and then slow down. Typical Utah. I checked one more time, thankfully, and that load jumped up to $1,000. And I was like, well, they're trying to get this out. So I called and I said, hey, I'm about 35 minutes away. He's like, yeah, they close at 4. And I was like, well, it'll put me right there at 4 o'clock if they're willing just to wait. And I guess they were. So I was like, would you do 12? I was getting a little greedy. And he's like, how about you meet me in the middle of 11? I was like, all right, let's do it. So I got it for a little over $2 a mile. All right, guys, I just stopped for the night. Got my dinner. And I guess I can go out there and just show you real quick what the load is. I kind of already told you what I got for the rate and the mileage and all that, where it's going, where I picked it up, all that stuff. Let's go out there and check it out. Okay, so here it is. It is just 2 little generators, and one's got a flat tire. Yeah, just from UR, the United Rentals, 2 picks, literally through 4 chains to 4 binders, and boogied on out. But yeah, that is the load. It's like 5,000 pounds. I'm going 500 miles. Got it for $1,100. Pretty straightforward. But I don't want my food to get cold, so I'm gonna eat, watch my show, get ready for bed, and yeah. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. So, I'm gonna run out of fuel. I get this email from the broker yesterday. He's like, here's the coordinates to where you're gonna be delivering instead of the address. So, punching the coordinates, I'm going. And my fuel's like, you have 35 miles till empty. I'm like, okay, cool, there's a gas station here. I am literally 4 miles away from the where I'm delivering, and then I'll just go back to town and get fuel. I drive the 4 miles, and literally nothing out in the middle of nowhere. So call the guy. And that was a pleasant conversation. Yeah, I'm out here where the coordinates I was given by the broker instead of the address, and there's literally nothing out here. Yeah, you're not in the right spot. You just got to keep going. Well, where to? To the address. Like, so why would you tell the broker this is where I need to go instead of the address? And on top of that, it's 24 more miles. I'm gonna run out of fuel. I have 13 miles till I'm empty. And hopefully I can go back, the 20 miles on fumes. Hopefully. I didn't realize you guys were still recording. So they threw a couple gallons into my tank for me. God heard me stressing, so he found a way. Just can't believe. I was like, I thought I was coming in there and seeing that it was a huge old construction site thing. It had a lot of different things going on. I don't know. But basically, they had this gigantic portable fuel tank, and I was like, "Hey, man, you guys probably heard me. I was right there. I was filming some recording. I was like, "Hey, man,
tank. I'm like on fumes right now, and I got to get back to the interstate. And I told him this is why and everything. He's like, yeah, let's be real quick about it though, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't supposed to give me fuel. So he threw enough in to give me a quarter of a tank. So I got 100 miles till empty. So I can get halfway home before I even have to fill up. So that's cool. Might as well kind of pull over and take a little. Wow, dude. Look at that scenery in the background. One thing about Montana, man, it's super pretty. When you're like out here in the mountains and trees and stuff. Yeah, this was a cool delivery. If it wasn't for the, it would have been even cooler if that dude wouldn't have been like kind of an oddball, but turn you around. Now this is where you want to be. None of that city concrete jungle.